What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. And if you don't know who I am, I run a Canadian clothing company called K-Bud Apparel that's doing well into the 6 figures in sales. So I help clothing brands like you get really good results. And what I want to talk to you about in this video here is the difference between the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. Now, this may seem like a surface level concept, but I promise you that by the end of this video, the insights that you're going to gain and the value that you're going to be able to apply to your life and the way that you're behaving and acting inside of your business is going to be absolutely profound. So I can't wait to get into it. Here it is. If you're not a designer yourself and you need help with the designs of your clothing brand, then I really recommend that you try out Designcrowd. I use them myself. You post a project on Designcrowd, designers from all around the world are going to compete for your project. You choose the winner, then you get that design plus revisions. This is the best-selling design on my website, and I got the design made through Designcrowd. If you're interested, head over to designcrowd.com/apparel to learn about the special offer that I have for you where you can save up to $100 or simply use the discount code APPAREL when you post a project on Designcrowd. All right, so this idea of the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset is really at the heart of why most people who try to become entrepreneurs fail. And the reason for that is because most people who try to become entrepreneurs have a fixed mindset. And what a fixed mindset is it's where you basically believe that your abilities, your skills, your intelligence is all innate, okay? It's either something that you're born gifted with or not. And there's really no room for change. So people with a fixed mindset basically believe that either you were born to be an entrepreneur or you're not. They believe that either you were born to be able to play the guitar or you can't. And people with a growth mindset have the opposite perspective. This is basically where they understand the science, which is that the brain is very, very malleable. Okay, so the growth mindset is actually more in line with reality. It's actually a better map of reality and less delusional than the fixed mindset, which is that you can learn things and adapt and change and grow. Okay, and the less that you attach your identity to your results, the more you're going to be able to move forward, learn new skills, and develop and grow in basically any direction that you decide to go in. Now, before you think I'm just talking out of my ass here about brain malleability and neuroplasticity, NASA actually screens all of the people that they're interviewing to work for them on whether or not they have the growth mindset or the fixed mindset. And they only hire people with the growth mindset. And that's just because in order for you to get results, in order for you to be effective and adapt and learn things, you have to have that growth mindset. A study was done on cab drivers, taxi cab drivers in New York City, and they found that taxi cab drivers have a larger amount of gray matter in their brains that's been developed to help them navigate through large cities. And they found that there was a direct correlation for the amount of gray matter inside of their brains on the amount of years that they've been working as taxi cab drivers. So the longer that they've been working as taxi cab drivers, the more gray matter they developed in their brain to help them navigate large cities. And there are so many studies on this that it's practically impossible to argue against it. Basically, the claim that we're making is that you can learn things and that, where you're at today doesn't have to be where you're at always. And as long as you apply yourself and you actually face obstacles and attempt to overcome them, that you're going to have to adapt to get around it. And by doing that, you're going to mold yourself into becoming a different person. This is the real big example that I want to share with you in this video here, okay? If you take two entrepreneurs, one has the fixed mindset and one has the growth mindset. Let's say they want to start a clothing brand, like I'm sure you're trying to do. The one with the fixed mindset is going to view the journey ahead of them, all of the obstacles that they have to go through, as being in the way to them getting to the success and to the result at the end of the day, which might be $1 million or clout from their family and friends, right? They're going to view the journey as being in the way of that. And the second that they come across having to learn something like Facebook ads or finding suppliers for their clothing brand to get their hoodies made or get their t-shirts made, and there's a little bit of a challenge, they're going to give up because they're going to view successful entrepreneurs you're either born that way or you're not. And if you're a successful entrepreneur, then it should come easy for you, right? So the person with the fixed mindset is just going to give up. The person with the growth mindset, the journey is the way to getting to the result, okay? The obstacles are the journey. That is what is going to mold you into becoming the person who gets the result. The journey, the obstacles, the roadblocks that you face, the challenges are all the best part about being an entrepreneur. That is where you are developing. That's where you're growing. That's where you're becoming the person that's going to be able to get the result. And so what a lot of entrepreneurs do is they want to start a business to get the end result. They're thinking about the beginning and they're thinking about the end. They're not processing the journey inside and what that actually looks like. True entrepreneurs, people who are successful, are people who are excited to face those challenges. They're excited to face that journey. So the point that I'm trying to drill in here is that you can learn anything that you want. And I'm not telling you that like some high school teacher would. I'm telling you that as somebody who is thinking about the most effective ways to navigate the world. And the growth mindset is a necessary component in order for you to overcome the obstacles that are in your way to get to the end result, which is having a successful clothing brand. Okay, so this growth mindset is a necessary component for you in order for you to succeed with your clothing brand. And I think that the most important component of it is not attaching your identity to the results. Being willing to say that, currently you're not this person, but you can become it. And being open enough and smart enough to recognize that that is a possibility. And that's not only a possibility, but it's an inevitability if you start working towards it. So I really wanted to drill that in because learning about that for me was really transformational. I mean, just the way that I view the world. I mean, I view myself as sitting here in time and space, and I can, time and space, getting deep, and I can basically choose where I want to focus my time, where I want to focus my energy. And wherever I decide to focus my energy, if it's on a new challenge, if it's on something brand new, then as long as I have that growth mindset, I'll figure it out and I'm going to grow from it and I'm going to mold myself into the person that I need to become in order to get to the result that's at the other side of it. What I hope that this video did for you more than anything else is the next time you look at your clothing brand and you think, what do I need to work on? You feel like it's something that you can truly overcome. And that if you just spend the time working on it, that you have faith in yourself that you're going to be able to learn that eventually. And that is the very thing that so many entrepreneurs are missing. They're missing that component that says, hey, I can focus on this, and as long as I apply myself and as long as I really just invest the time into it and I'm resourceful and I work my way through it, that I'm gonna develop that skill, I'm gonna learn it, I'm gonna become smarter, and I'm gonna master it. And that is what I hope you gained from this video. And if you did, please hit the like button for me because it really helps me get these videos out there. And leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you haven't already, check out my free clothing brand marketing masterclass. All you have to do to get access is go to apparelsuccess.com/masterclass and you can watch the whole thing for free. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that I have for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description. Follow that link, join us in the group, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.